Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 31 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at Martinsville Speedway for the running of the first Data 500. We had an exciting truck race earlier at this track, and Tommy Tang put on a dominating show, leading every lap to win. We'll see if the stakes get higher up here today in the Cup race at Martinsville. And the 11 machine of Maxwell Smart starts on the pole today. As you know, Tang won from the pole in our truck race, so we'll see if Smart can be just as lucky as he was in that race. And there you see the 41 Ryan Casey on that front row. There's Eric Martinez and James Richardson in row 2. Joseph Romanek and Eli Bright in row 3. And Christian and the Parkers, Christian and Dylan Parker in row 4. Dylan on a one race deal in that 96 car. And Rich Roy, Jonathan Fast round out your top 10. And our winner from last race at Sonoma is Yin Canario, and he starts in the 38th position. As you can see, not everybody had an official time during qualifying. It must have been a pretty disastrous qualifying, as you could tell from having only 30 cars listed with times and the rest being randomized. So Canario, not a great start for him after following up from his win, a shocker by the way, last time at Sonoma. But anyway, here we go. 50 laps run here at Martinsville. A doubleheader of short tracks because the next weekend is going to be Bristol. But first, here's the green flag in the first Data 500 from Martinsville Speedway. Eric Martinez moves up to second place. Can he go for that lead? He's going to try. And how about that? Eric Martinez takes the lead from Maxwell Smart, or does he? And he does. How about that? Eric Martinez takes it away from the pole setter. So it's going to be a different race this time. Wow, really different race this time from the truck race before, where the pole setter led every lap and dominated the entire field. But this is going to be a little different, obviously, since it's a Pokemon Cup race. Eli Bright is now up to second place, and I think the caution's out, and it is, for the first time today. There's the yellow flag. Caution is out, first time at Martinsville. And yeah, they made their moves just in the nick of time. So the caution came out for Ethan Sale, who got turned by the number 48, his own teammate Alexander Rowe, and the 12 of Patrick Smith. I don't think this was Rowe's intention, but he got sandwiched with him and Patrick Smith, and he just took out Ethan Sale. I'm sure the 24 will not like that from his own teammate, getting turned around like that. Yin Canario just barely got through. He had to go through the grass in order to avoid that. And, well, that was a little weird for the 21, but he's able to stay in the race. Eric Martinez leads the field, and no pit stops yet. Wow, I'm not sure why these cars tend to bump each other when they are trying to line up, but I think it's because the track is so small. They're trying to find some leg room. I guess that's the only reason. That's the only way to put it lightly. But we're going to come back to the green flag. The field's going to be bunched up. It's going to be fun to see who's going to get the better jump. Here we go. Green flag's about to come out. And there's the green. So a handful of cautions so far in Martinsville. That's pretty nice. Having a lot of competitive battles at the same time, having some cautions too. So it's a pretty nice mix so far. Look at Angel Navarro moving up to the top 5. Gonna try to get past Christian Parker, and he does. Navarro to 4th place. Nice move by the 47 of Navarro. And now it's going to be between Martinez and Eric Bright. We'll see Maxwell Smart can come back, and you see the 20 and 3 both coming down pit road. 42 comes down pit road. They're going to take their pit stops. I wonder if the leaders will ever take pit stops here. Last time the leaders didn't go to the pits, and yet they made it through to the end. We'll see if it's going to be different here, since it's double the length of the truck race we had earlier. I'm sure leaders will have to come down pit road with 50 laps here today. And James Richardson moves up a spot over the 41. 38 pits. Looks like Navarro's going to try to get third place. Oh man, not quite there yet. But they're really close. These guys are racing very close to each other, side to bumper. I really like this. They're getting close and very competitive at a short track. You just don't see that often. We're going to try to make the best of it, though. 72 is trying to get the 4 to, like, loosen his grip. Oh, wow. Look at the 14, Rich Roy. Trying to get the 5th spot away from Christian Parker. It looks like he might do it. And he did it. He did make the pass for the top 5 spot. Now Navarro wants the 3rd place position. Oh boy, 14 gets a little too high. Parker could be fighting back, and it looks like he will. Trying to really drive that in there. How about the 47 as well, trying to drive himself into the 3rd spot. Parker gets it. He's back to 5th place. And Martinez has put a little bit of room between him and the 72. We'll see how long will that be. Oh, wow. 47 lost the draft. That could be a chance for Parker to move up. Well, he's not quite there yet. But he was there. He got there. Got a little farther. Maybe he could get just as far. There's Rich Roy also trying to pounce on the 88 again. Trying to make the pass. Battle for position here between the 23 John Mendez and the 15 Anthony Lopez. It's a little bit in the middle of the field, but 23 gets that position away. Oh wow, Lopez is going to lose another spot to the 22 of Jared Lewis. Now the 15 tries to complete the pass on the 22, and he does. There's Jonathan Fast looking low. And there's Dylan Parker. We mentioned earlier he's in a one-race deal in that 96, and the Pokemon X driver getting a chance to run in the Cup Series. And so far he's done okay. They lost a spot there, but still 14th is not a bad position for a driver who's only got one shot this season to prove his worth in the Cup Series. He's done well. Ooh, a little battle in the middle. Oh, look at the 95. Look at Grayson Acevedo. Acevedo trying to get by Christian Parker. That is for the 6th position. And he's got the 6th spot away. Maybe going for 5th. Look at this. He got a run. Trying to get that 5th spot away from Rich Roy. He might try to do it. And now they're going to pit under caution. Oh no, not under caution. The leaders come down. Eric Martinez is going to come down for pit stops halfway through the race. If he comes down halfway, he might be one lap short on. He might be good to go to the end, though, I should say. So Martinez going to take his pit stop. Eli Bright's going to stay out for a little longer. He wants to get this lead. He wants to take the moment. He wants to pull away as much as possible and keep the lead for himself. Is Eli Bright coming down? He is going to come down. There's Eli Bright coming down pit road. I think Bright competed in the truck race earlier. He's trying to use that experience to his advantage. Cody Smart trying to get his lap back. This is the good opportunity to get your lap back. Ooh, 47 went out ahead of the 72, and the Ford machine able to get by everybody, and the pit stops should now cycle out. So there you go. Everybody cycles on pit road. 17 is ahead according to the scoreboard. That's Jonathan Fast. He came down pit road though. Everybody has taken a pit stop. Rich Roy, I believe he's come down as well. Let's see if he's ahead. No, he's not. The 4 is. So Eric Martinez retakes that lead. He's got some lap cars to deal with. So pit stops do cycle out. They should be good to go until the end, unless if they have to come down. That was a very close pit window with 25 laps. So it'll be close on whether or not they can make it on just one stop. Eric Martinez, though, even though he's dealing with lap traffic, he still has a comfortable lead, almost 2 seconds. 20 laps to go. He's getting through the lap cars with ease. So all Martinez has got to do is not make a mistake and hope that the fuel and tires will last him to the end. Navarro has moved up to second, by the way, with behind 2 seconds of the 4. And third place is now Maxwell Smart. James Richardson has moved up to 4th. Still be an impressive day for Richardson, even though he was close last time at Sonoma and had led almost every lap that race, and then pit stops came before overtime and he was denied of them when everybody pitted, and Ian Canario stayed out, and somehow Canario was able to win in overtime. So now Richardson's trying to redeem himself, trying to get this win to lock him into the playoffs, possibly. Same for Eric Martinez. Seen big name cars obviously take advantage here in the Cup Series. And there you see Richardson getting by the 11 car for 3rd place. They're still a long ways out from the 4 machine. So Navarro, all he has to hope for is now a miracle, pretty much. 15 laps left at Martinsville Speedway. 47 can't get by the 15. He's having a little trouble. 4 is having trouble with the 22, but as long as the 47 still has trouble, he's pretty much fine. He has maintained the 2-second lead for the 4 car. 13 laps left at Martinsville. Eric Martinez made possibly the move of the race. He was able to get in front of that pole setter, able to hold on to that lead, able to come down pit road, cycle out, and keep the lead. Trying to cap off, well, not a perfect day, I should say, but trying to cap off a near perfect day. Trying to cap off a win. Oh, wow. A little trouble there passing the 22. You would think the 22 would give him some leverage, some space to work with. He's not letting him get that good draft, though, for whatever reason. 38's coming down pit road, so I wonder if these guys will have to pit again. Like I said, they pitted on lap 25 with 26 laps to go. They'd be a lap short on fuel if that's the pit window. We saw a couple cars stayed out beyond lap 25, so that could be put into play. They may want to consider pitting a little earlier just in case if anything happens. A caution could come out and really shuffle the field around. So that could happen as well. 9 laps to go. Martinez actually extended his lead over a little bit. He's now over 2.5 seconds ahead of the 47, who still can't get by the 15. That could be an opportunity James Richardson's looking for to get second place. But he knows, even if he does get second, though, he knows that a miracle needs to happen for these guys to have a chance at the 4. 7 laps to go. It looks like Martinez is not worried about passing that 22 car. He's letting him get some space to at least get some draft behind from the 43, who's much faster and much better drafting than the 22's leaving behind. 6 laps to go. There you see the 38 is off pit road with no problems. And now we'll have 5 laps to go at Martinsville. Eric Martinez trying to get the first win for Stewart-Haas this season. He's an experienced driver with a handful of wins, but if he wins here today, he could be a lock into the playoffs. 4 laps to go for the number 4. And there's another short track coming up. Bristol's up next, so he could also get Bristol if he does well here at Martinsville. Back-to-back short tracks would be a win. Back-to-back short track wins would be nice. 3 to go. He's lost a little bit of the lead, but not too concerning right now at this point. Just 2 laps to go. He does not want to see a caution, that's for sure, because that would be overtime and it would be chaotic. But it doesn't look like a caution will come out this time to force overtime. We're coming to the white flag with 1 lap to go at Martinsville. Can Eric Martinez hold on? And it looks like he will. And Eric Martinez, he's going to come off the final turn. He's going to cap off a dominating day at the paperclip. He'll take the checkered flag and win the first Data 500 at Martinsville Speedway. And no problems for the 4 car to win today. Eric Martinez now joins among the winners this season in season 31. Race 5's in the books, and he's gotten himself a spot, I think, in the playoffs, unless we have to resort to points to break ties if there are more than 16 winners before the playoffs begin. But Eric Martinez, whether or not he gets in or not, a win is a win, and he collects his 1 win at Martinsville. He might go for 2 maybe next week at Bristol. Who knows? Or someone else could. But we never know until we get to the race itself. I don't think any driver retired from the race. I think every driver finished, but a couple of them were a couple laps down or so. But anyway, Eric Martinez caps off a great day by collecting the race win at Martinsville Speedway. Coming up next, we will have Bristol, and it'll be a triple weekend for all 3 series, and there'll be a lot of triple weekends to come after Martinsville. And we're going to start all this off with Bristol, so expect a lot of races to come up soon from all 3 series, as the triple weekend marathon, I should say, will begin at Bristol. All 3 series will get to run at the last great Coliseum. So, hope you enjoyed this Martinsville race. Eric Martinez celebrates the win. And we will see everybody when the Truck Series kicks off the weekend at Bristol. We'll see ya. We'll see you there.